Hello and welcome back to Football Daily, where today, with the end of the season in sight, we've decided to round up our breakout stars of 2018. Here we go. Goalkeeper, Alison. It's been a great year for goalkeepers, with ter Stegen excelling at Barcelona, Jan Oblak continuing his rise to the top, and David de Gea enjoying arguably the greatest season by any stopper in the Premier League era. But Roma's Alison, who replaced Wojciech Szczesny in 2017, has proved himself one of the world's best, with Transfermarkt estimating his value has risen from €7 million to €45 million over the last 12 months. The 25-year-old hadn't made a single Serie A appearance before the current campaign, but has claimed an incredible 16 clean sheets in 36 games at the time of writing. That means that despite conceding 3 shots more than Napoli per match, Roma have conceded the same number of goals, with 28 in 36, making them one of 4 Serie A teams allowing less than a goal a game. And Alison does more than his part, making 3.4 saves per goal, the same as Manuel Neuer in 2016-17. His distribution is outstanding too, with 83% of his throws and kicks finding their man, and in the process he's helped the Giallorossi reach a Champions League semi-final for just the second time in their history. To Roma, he may well be priceless. Right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool native Trent Alexander-Arnold went into the 2017-18 season having featured just 7 times for the Reds, but a year on, the 19-year-old has started half of the club's Premier League games and helped them reach the Champions League final for the first time in more than a decade. TAA still lives at home with his mum and brothers, but has matured remarkably fast on the field. A front foot defender, he wins possession for Jurgen Klopp's side nearly 4 times per match, but still commits under a foul per game. A fantastic engine helps the Englishman contribute to the attack too, as he completes more than a dribble every 90 minutes and lays on 1.5 chances, not far off the 1.7 put up by Paul Pogba and the 1.8 of Sadio Mane. From the youth team to the brink of Champions League glory and the promise of a spot in England's World Cup squad, it's been a Cinderella story for Alexander-Arnold, and he'll hope to help the Scouse outfit compete for a first Premier League title in 2019. Centre-back, Benjamin Pavada. With the French national team's strength in every position, it takes something special to play yourself into a call-up. But Benjamin Pavada is the first of 2 young French defenders to make RXI. Pavada joined Stuttgart from Lille in 2016, and 2 years on, he is looking an absolute steal on the €5 million the German shelled out. 22 years old, Pavada has been an ever-present for VfB in 2017-18, and in their first campaign back in the Bundesliga has helped the club to a top-half finish, just 2 points off the European spots. The majority of his appearances may well have come at centre-half, but Pavada has also played at right-back and defensive midfield and is an excellent reader of the game, leading the Bundesliga in interceptions. With Pavada at the heart of the defence has been at the heart of Stuttgart's success, with the side allowing just 35 goals in 33 games this campaign, the lowest tally in the division after Bayern. His brilliant season has brought the centre-back 3 caps for Le Bleu, and injuries to Djibril Sidibe and Laurent Koscielny could give him an opportunity to confirm his place in Didier Deschamps' plans. Centre-back, Clement Longley. Fighting Pavard for Koscielny's spot will be Clement Longley, the rare shining light in a poor campaign for Sevilla, which has cost 2 managers their jobs. Like Pavard, Longley is 22 and moved to Andalusia in January 2017 from Nancy, having racked up nearly 70 appearances for the club. Born in northern France, Longley is 6'2" and has the aerial prowess to match, winning over 60% of the headers he contests, around the same number as Mats Hummels. He also serves as a key role in the Rocky Blancos build-up play, with only 5 of Sevilla's 30-man squad completing more passes per game than his 50, and a massive 80% of those passes going forward. Despite his aggressive style, Longley finds the target 87% of the time, and the only major flaw in his game appears to be his tendency to commit fouls, with more than 1.5 free kicks called against him per match, and 8 yellow cards for the year. However, that hasn't been enough to deter both Barcelona and Man United, with both super clubs apparently considering a €50 million swoop. Left back, Aynsley Maitland-Niles. Arsenal's 20-year-old utility man Ainsley Maitland-Niles makes our team at left-back, but the Englishman's future is almost certainly in central midfield. Across 3 seasons with Arsenal and 1 on loan at Ipswich, Maitland-Niles is yet to hit 70 senior appearances, but found himself ahead of Sead Kolasinac in the pecking order in 17-18. The first thing you notice about Maitland-Niles is his speed, and he's averaged nearly 2 completed dribbles per match this season, succeeding 78% of the time. That means he dribbles twice as much as Kyle Walker and is more reliable when he does it, while his record of 3 tackles and interceptions every 90 minutes far outstrips the Man City defenders too. The arrival of Guardiola, Klopp and Pochettino in the Premier League has increased the need for exceptional athletes in midfield, and with Arsenal's lead-footed current roster, Maitland-Niles could be a perfect tonic for the Gunners' engine room woes, as shown by a Man of the Match award when he featured in the centre of the park away at Man United. What better gift could Arsene Wenger leave Arsenal than another young gem from the academy? Midfield, Houssem Aouar. Tanguy Ndombele may have grabbed the headlines in the Lyon engine room, but Bruno Genesio's midfield has been stuffed with talent this year, with Lucas Toussaint and Houssem Aouar complementing the Amiens loanee brilliantly. Aouar is the youngest of the three at just 19 and has played every midfield role this season after being promoted from the B team in the summer. Like Ndombele, Aouar is a gifted dribbler, completing 3.1 take-ons per match. That means that across Europe, only two other central midfielders have beaten an opponent more often, Naby Keita and Moussa Dembele. And though he dribbles a lot, Aouar is secure in possession with 72% of his take-ons ending in success, a higher proportion than Lionel Messi. He also produces a chance and a half per 90 minutes and wins possession around 3 times, making the young Frenchman a versatile weapon in Lyon's arsenal. The Vultures are already circling for the club's clutch of stars, but if they can keep the team together, Lyon could be Ligue 1's best chance at ending PSG's dominance in the coming years. Midfield, Thomas Partey.
Hold up, wait right there. Are you subscribed to Football Daily? No? Then click the red button down there and you won't regret it.
Thomas Partey has been with Atletico Madrid for 5 years, but after making 13 appearances 2 seasons ago and 16 last year, he's played 33 league games in 17-18. Now 24, the all-action midfielder previously featured in a Champions League final at right back, but finally has made a midfield berth his own, and he's thriving under Diego Simeone. Both strong and quick, the Ghanaian is extremely difficult to get past, making around 4.5 tackles and interceptions per 90, but Spanish training has developed his technical contribution. Only 4 members of the Atleti squad compete more passes per game than Partey's 42, and 70% of those go forward. He's also improved his press resistance, managing 1.6 dribbles a match with an amazing 88% success rate. With Partey contracted until 2023 and Saul tied to the club until 2026, Atletico Madrid are sure to remain competitive in La Liga, even in a post-Griezmann world. Centre-attacking mid, Alireza Jahanbakhsh. 4 years ago, Alireza Jahanbakhsh could barely get into the Iranian national team. Recently relegated with Dutch side NEC, Jahanbakhsh was limited to just 49 minutes during Iran's 2014 World Cup campaign, despite being voted the best young talent in the Netherlands a month earlier. Now 24, the forward has blossomed into an Eredivisie superstar. AZ paid €1.8 million for him in 2015, and his performances have grown stronger every season, with 3 league goals in 2016 turning to 10 in 2017 and now 21 in 2018. The first Asian player to be top scorer in a major European division, Jahanbakhsh was also the third best creator, laying on 12 assists to clock up a goal contribution every 86 minutes, and helping AZ to a third place finish and their best points tally since 2009. Jahanbakhsh started as a winger but can feature across the front line, and a solid showing at the World Cup in Russia is likely to bring AZ a significant return on their star attacker. Right wing, Richarlison. With Gabigol, Gabriel Jesus, Luan and Vinicius Jr., the Brazilian league has churned out hyped young forwards in recent years. But one of the division's best products arrived in England with little fanfare. Watford paid €12 million for Fluminense's Richarlison, then 20, and the youngster has rewarded them with 5 goals and 4 assists this season. But there is plenty more to come. Nearly 6 feet tall and broad, Richarlison is an explosive athlete who can match up to the league's toughest defenders. And according to expected goals, he should have scored 10 league goals this season. The Brazilian excels at getting into good positions. Only Salah, Kane, Lukaku and Aguero have taken more shots from inside the box than him, and only 7 players have had more one-on-one chances with the keeper than he has. While his finishing has been poor in 2017-18, Richarlison's ability to find space in the final third makes him likely to turn into a reliable scorer at the top level, and his positional versatility would make him a smart investment for an elite club looking for added attacking depth. Forward, Maxie Gomes. La Liga is full of young talent at the moment, with Piano Sisto and Mikel Oyarzabal candidates for RXI. But instead we've chosen 21-year-old Uruguayan forward Maxie Gomes, who cost Celta Vigo just €4 million from Defensor in 2017. The striker has scored 15 goals and grabbed 3 assists in La Liga for the Galicians, hitting the same number as Bobby Firmino in the Premier League, making him responsible for almost a third of Celta's 55 strikes. A serious aerial weapon at 6'1", Gomes has scored 8 with his head this season, which ranks second in Europe, above Morata and Kane, and his impressive tally has been achieved without taking a single penalty. A whopping 88% of Gomez's shots come from inside the box, showing good decision-making, and attracting attention from Tottenham, with Mauricio Pochettino reportedly a big fan. Meanwhile, his outstanding form has brought Gomes his first caps for his country and the possibility of a place at the 2018 World Cup. The future of Uruguayan football is here. Left wing, Ronnie Lopez. Chelsea have received their fair share of criticism for selling Salah, De Bruyne and Lukaku too soon, but before long Man City may face the same issue, thanks to Ronnie Lopez. The Portuguese youngster left the Etihad in 2015, having come through the Citizens Academy, joining Monaco for £9 million. And this season he's far outperformed the much-hyped Thomas Lemar, valued at 10 times as much. Lopez is 22, but has appeared in every one of the Monegasque's league matches, the only player at the club to do so. He's also produced 13 goals and 5 assists in Liga, meaning he's scored as often as Bertrand Traoré and Kylian Mbappe, and been involved in a goal every 137 minutes. But unlike a lot of young players, Lopez is not afraid of taking responsibility, making 2 tackles a game, suggesting he could be useful in a high-pressing side. With Cristiano Ronaldo turning into a centre-forward and Andre Silva's poor season, Lopez may have done enough to make himself a starter for Portugal, partnering the equally lethal Gonçalo Guedes.
Congratulations, you've reached the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you're looking for more great content, why don't you click in this box here? And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.